a cider. I'm gonna do my hair, and I got a burger. And then we'll talk, because I said I was gonna do a video today, so I'm gonna do a video today. Te digo yo así, la gente de aquí me están ya como quillando. La gente no quiere trabajar con ella. Yesterday was nice because I didn't have well, you know what the video looked like yesterday, so.
Yeah, thank you.
So this is in the Hilton. I think it's the Motto. I'm on 24th. It's called Lula. Lula, I think, or Lulla. Lulla. Okay, so we're going to talk about return on investment today. Keeping it light, keeping it simple. I think the main idea, because I don't like to drag people along, so if you don't want to watch and hear me out, the main idea is that like what you put your money into can either multiply or can be kind of like throwing it in the trash. You decide. You decide. So recently I went to Belize and I spent less than $500 on 1 week of flights and hotel. And you could say, hey, that's a one-time thing, you know, you don't find that very often, but that's not true. I've been traveling my whole life. I'm like 58 countries in, and I've always traveled like this. I've always looked for opportunities, and oftentimes you can go into a luxury store and you can buy something for $500, and I'm not saying don't do it, I'm just saying, let's think about the return on the investment of the $500. It's either $500 to get to know a new culture, get to know a new group of people, get to know a new scenery, get to know the way that people live, the way that they interact with each other, or, you know, something that you wear. Granted, I don't necessarily respect things, physical things, material things as much, and so I think that's my thing. I'm actually at a restaurant, which you can tell I do respect experiences, because I do believe experiences give you that return. Whether it's an experience of a trip, or an experience of a book, or an experience of a restaurant, or an experience of a show, or an art piece, or whatever. I do think that focusing on the return of where your money goes is like half the battle. If you do that exponentially over time, maybe you won't see it today, maybe you won't see it tomorrow, but I definitely am seeing it in my normal existence. Every time that I'm connecting with another human, or I'm trying to make a sale, or I'm even trying to teach yoga, there's something to be said about the fact that I've been around the world, and I know a lot of different types of people, and I have connected with different cultures, and that is a return on my investment. Had I bought a bunch of really fancy clothes, or even like, you know, fancy cars, because like I love my Jeep, and for me, even the return on my investment of my Jeep was worth way more than had I bought something else. A Jeep holds its value over time, but most cars, when you drive it off the lot, it's over. You lose 50%, like instantly. Yeah, sí, se te fue. So truly, I think there's a nuance to where you put your dollars, your money, your pesos, wherever you are in the world. And there's also this really big kind of perspective that I have about making sure that whatever you do put your money in, it's a tool. It's a tool for you. And if you're gonna get it back, why not? I think you do reach a point in time and in life where you're like, okay, I do want to do a little bit, like I want to throw this away and I deserve it or whatever. But as you're developing and as you're going, I don't think that's the way to go. I made a video a couple of years ago that maybe I'll post tomorrow. And it's like, I spent more on my yoga education than I did on my Wharton Business School education. Like, truly. I got a full ride. But with yoga, I've been around the world over 1,000 hours, and I genuinely believe in the shift that it's made in my life, and therefore I keep investing. I keep believing on the return of that investment. Granted, Wharton gave me the money to be able to go pay for those yoga teacher trainings, so I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. But also a return on my investment when I was growing up. Like, I knew that studying in school and getting straight A's and like doing the thing and being involved was gonna give me a return on my time. At that time, I didn't necessarily have finances, I didn't have money, but I did have time. And time could have been invested in going out and doing all the things. Or it could have been invested in like reading and playing piano and dancing and painting and going on, you know, adventures that made sense to develop my psyche. And I think that that is also the definition of return on investment. Whenever you have something, whatever that you have, you could put it into something that can multiply, that can come back to you, versus something that like you throw it away. Because technically this is throwing it away. Like, at the end of the day, this is a premium. I can go into a liquor store and buy the same thing for a different price at a higher like quantity as well. And so I know I'm throwing this away, but I also know what percentage of money I do throw away on these types of experiences versus the experiences that are a little bit more beneficial to my development as a human being. I'll put it that way. Yeah, so I'm waiting for my burger. It's December 22nd. I taught this morning. I'm going to teach later on. I have decided I'm going to put my real estate license with Corcoran into a referral basis, and I'm not going to do full-time next year. And I've decided that I'm ready for a new challenge in terms of my mental capacity. Like, I miss solving complex problems. I miss managing teams, managing projects. managing deadlines. And it's ironic because like I'm the same person and I tend to like wear these kinds of outfits, and society does not allow for you to present yourself a certain way. And I'm finally starting to like understand my parents in a certain way, because I used to like really fight them on these things. Like, ¿qué importa que yo me ponga así, que yo no me ponga maquillaje, que yo blah, 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 blah. And now I'm like, oh wow, people are really trying me. Like, they literally perceive me a certain way. And I have to do so much work to get them back to a benchmark of if I were just dressed a certain way, or if I like even had a certain job or role in society. I like real estate and I like teaching yoga, but I've noticed that those things aren't necessarily as respected as some other things. Like, I've noticed as soon as I signed with Corcoran and Liberty got bought out, people are like, ooh, because Corcoran has a brand and it has an aesthetic and a visual, and it has a certain kind of listing criteria. And at the end of the day, whether I agree with it or not, I'm the kind of person that likes to be real with what is in front of me. Like, things are what they are, not what I want them to be. And I think it's finally time to get the return on my time, like, truly. And that's where I'm at with ROI. It's a business term, and I think I'm gonna keep sharing these thoughts and these ideas. Maybe I can do a video a day until the new year, but I also want to make sure I record all my yoga classes. I'm still figuring out where to record them. I want there to be no conflict of interest in terms of the visuals behind me, but I do want there to be brand consistency with the different classes. Like, the mind class is going to have a certain format, the body class is going to have a certain format, the soul class is going to have a certain format, and the money class is going to have a certain format. It's going to be not this yappy vibe, but it's going to be very clear, intentional teaching, very clear, intentional goal setting, and making sure that 2026 is the year for both you and me. So I'm going to wait for the burger, and maybe I'll show you what it looks like. Maybe I won't. I think I've been talking for more than like 13-ish minutes. So, no memorita.
Oh, 1602.
I'll see you soon when you're ready.
All right.
Wow, I'm good. Exactly 13 minutes. This smells fantabulous. So good, so good, so good. It's lots of little tiny cookies instead of one big cookie. I thought it would be one big cookie. And there's nobody left here. I'm the last person. It's a vibe. I kind of like being alone. And I kind of wish I would have recorded everything that I recorded earlier now. Happy Monday. Return on investment.